Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's topic, I want you to take a moment and look closely at this photograph. The girl in the picture looks like an ordinary young woman, even model-like in appearance. But what if I told you she's been accused of murdering her own mother? 18 years ago, in August 2013, Isabella Guzman was charged with stabbing her biological mother, Yoon Hoy, over 150 times. However, she was found not guilty in court due to a diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia. Instead of being sentenced to prison, she was committed to a psychiatric hospital. Isabella Guzman, with her innocent and harmless online persona, shared lighthearted photos on her Facebook, often posing in simple outfits, like a Hello Kitty t-shirt. You would never suspect anything sinister just by looking at her. Her Facebook profile has since been taken down, but many are still trying to understand what caused the fatal conflict between her and her mother. Authorities say that Isabella frequently argued with her mother. In fact, just the day before the incident, Isabella sent her mother an email with the threatening message, "You will pay." On the morning of August 28, 2013, police were called to their home following a domestic disturbance report. However, they didn't find any signs of physical violence or immediate danger at the time. Isabella was warned that she could be kicked out of the house if her behavior continued. Yoon Hoy, Isabella's mother, owned a portrait studio and often worked long hours, sometimes up to 12 hours a day. According to her biological father, Robert Guzman, Yoon was always trying to do what was best for Isabella, though her efforts seemed unappreciated. On that fateful day, Robert Guzman came over to talk to his daughter, as Yoon had grown deeply concerned. He gave her what he thought was meaningful advice, urging her to respect and love her mother. He believed his words might make a difference. But later that night, at around 10:30 p.m., tragedy struck. Yoon had just returned home and gone upstairs to shower. Her husband, Ryan Hoy, heard strange noises from the bathroom and rushed upstairs. He found the door locked, but through the crack beneath the door, he saw blood. Terrified, he called 911. By the time he managed to force the door open, it was too late. His wife was gone, and Isabella was holding the knife that ended her mother's life. Isabella fled the scene, dressed only in a pink sports bra and turquoise shorts. After leaving the house, she went to a nearby mall to clean herself up and even attempted to cut her hair. She reportedly told mall employees that she had been assaulted and begged them not to contact the police. Isabella was arrested the next day in a parking garage after police received a tip. She initially denied her identity, insisting that she was someone else named Samantha Gonzalez. Even after being shown her passport, she refused to admit who she was. Later in court, her behavior only grew stranger. Isabella showed no remorse, smiling and making faces at the cameras. Her cold, indifferent demeanor shocked those watching, and clips of her bizarre court appearance went viral on platforms like TikTok. Many people were left wondering, how could someone act this way after committing such a horrific crime? Medical experts later diagnosed Isabella with paranoid schizophrenia. This mental illness can blur the lines between reality and delusion, potentially explaining her drastic actions and erratic behavior. Instead of facing prison time, Isabella was sent to a psychiatric facility where she remains to this day. The prosecutor who worked on the case admitted that it was one of the hardest decisions he's ever faced. On the one hand, the crime was brutal beyond imagination. Over 150 stab wounds inflicted on a mother by her own daughter. Yet our justice system also takes mental health into account, and in this case, it was determined that Isabella couldn't fully grasp the gravity of her actions due to her illness. To this day, Isabella Guzman remains in a psychiatric hospital. It's uncertain how long she will stay there, as her release will depend on her mental health status and whether she's deemed a threat to society. The prosecutor acknowledged that schizophrenia is a lifelong condition. Even with treatment, it's a delicate balance to determine when or if someone with such a diagnosis can re-enter society. The final moments of the courtroom hearing were haunting. Isabella, dressed in an orange jumpsuit and shackled, looked directly at the camera and pointed to her eyes as if to say, "I'm not myself. I wasn't in control when I did this. This tragic case serves as a harsh reminder that mental illness can have devastating consequences when left untreated. It's a sobering thought, but something we must keep in mind as a society. What do you think about this case? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more true crime stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.